Hi, you guys, and welcome to Dog Hugs. Today is Tuesday. Actually, the show is being recorded on Monday afternoon because we have a really special guest with us today who I'm going to bring on in a moment, Eva Bertilsson from Sweden. So it's really going to be wonderful to have Eva on the show. We haven't seen each other since, get ready for it, Mexico. And we'll be able to relate the story of how did that happen. Yeah. But an amazing trainer is going to show us some great stuff. So Spider is sending you guys a big, big hug. And you know what? Without further ado, oh, wait a minute. You know, even though this show is being pre-recorded, please put in your comments because Robbie and I go through the show, and yes, Spider does too. And we will interact with your comments then. And we know about half of you actually watch the show on recording. And so now with this show, all of you are watching the show on playback. Okay, so that's the plan. So without further ado, let's bring on and please give a warm welcome to my good friend, Eva Bertilsson. So great to see you, Eva. Yeah.
Hi, Larry. It's so good to see you again.
Yes. Now, I already know the punchline of this, but I know that's not Sweden behind you. We must not be in Sweden anymore.
No.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't been in Sweden since February.
Since February.
So
yeah. And so
I am currently in North Carolina.
North Carolina. Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing about that story in a moment. Eva and I, as I mentioned, know each other. We last saw each other in Mexico. And why don't you tell the folks what we were doing in Mexico?
Well, we were at this fabulous conference called SICA, International Animal Training Conference.
Yeah.
How many presenters were we? Like 8 or 9 presenters and like 250 participants?
Yeah, it was just an amazing experience. The organizer and founder of SICA, Darwin, had all of us speakers together really as a team. And we were staying in the same place or near the same place to each other. And we got to spend days together talking about animal behavior. You know, all those geeky things that we dog trainers and animal trainers love to do. Yeah. Speaking of which, Eva, you know, I've got a cattle dog here, and he needs some of your expertise on what I can do to make him more cooperative during the show. Because earlier today, we had this live show, and I haven't even put together, see, we have this busy box with all these towels in which, you know, I've hidden some treats, but we already did one show today, and so I haven't had time to refill it. So instead today, I'm going to keep him busy with his favorite toy. And while Spider is going with that, let's talk about some other ideas that I could do with Spider and that the folks at home might be able to do with their very excitable animals. So we call this the treat ball, and it's got a place on the end where I'm now pouring some treats. They're inside here, and our hand signal for it, since the treat ball opens by spinning it, our hand signal for treat ball has become this. So he knows, okay, you wait there, Spider, and I'm going to move out of the laundry lounge and over into the studio for a moment. And Spider's going to get ready to empty the treat ball while we're talking. Come on back up, buddy. Sit. Wait there. Okay, wait. Oh, have fun. So he rolls that around, and he'll empty it out, and he'll be back before long. Yeah. So, Eva, we probably have some other ideas for you. You are so amazing at animal behavior and really redirecting unwanted behavior into where the dog offers behavior that I might want.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got for Spider and me?
Well, can we start by taking this one step back and think of both what you would like and also what Spider would like?
Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Yeah. So I don't know if you can see, I'm wearing Spider on my shirt.
Aww,
look closely. That's a battle dog.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. So I tell you, the unwanted behavior that I have with Spider is that during the live show, as soon as the lights go on, I've got lights around the studio, and I start talking to the camera, and the screen starts talking to me. He knows that that's his time to perform. As soon where he speaks up, as soon as I turn off the lights and stop talking to somebody through the screen, he is quiet as a mouse. So my want is for him to be, I mean, he could talk to me every once in a while, but not interrupting the show. That's what I want. Yeah.
Yeah. So a bit more quiet.
A bit more quiet. Yeah, thank you.
Cool.
Yeah.
What is it that Spider wants, you think, with his talking?
Oh, wow, that is a great question. He wants my attention.
Yes.
That's my judgment. And he will seek attention even by being naughty. He would rather have attention for being naughty than no attention.
Yes. So one way of thinking of this is to give Spider some other language, some other words to use to get your attention. To be able to say, "Hey Larry, can you pay attention to me?" And that he can get it just through a different behavior. So that, I mean, a behavior that I often end up using in scenarios like that would be using one of your stations or a mat.
So we have these climb platforms around the studio. So maybe going onto one of these stations or onto, as you say, a mat for him to go instead. There's Spider rolling around the wall. That is a great idea. Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, the other language that I know he uses, which I'm also not a fan of, is the folks at home don't often see this on camera, but he sometimes will start humping my arm and my back. And I don't do that. That's distracting and naughty. So I like the idea of having him go over to a platform or a mat.
And if we think of that as him talking to you, it will be him going, "Hey, see, Larry, I'm on my mat now. Could you please talk to me? Could you please give me some nice things, you know?"
Yeah.
So that it's not necessarily you telling him, "Could you please wait over there?" It's rather him getting a tool to tell you, "Hey, Larry, I'm a bit bored. Could you provide me with some entertainment here?"
Thank you. Thank you. And then it's up to me to respond to him when he talks in that silent way, that way that I want. Yeah. So.
And in the beginning, maybe you want to do some mock trials with this when you're not on live, just for like doing a couple of minutes training.
Yeah. Great idea.
Because then you can associate when you turn on the camera, good things happen over at the platform. And soon he will begin to seek out the platform when you turn on the camera.
Hey, look what's going on.
Aw.
Yeah. As you know, this is the laundry lounge. And up on that top shelf there, that's where we keep the training treats. You know, that's a great idea. And I must say, I do love this. You know, he invented he created. Yeah. Want to give us another hug? Good boy. Thank you. Yeah, he created the name for the show, Dog Hugs. And, you know, how can you resist not, you know, giving him some affection and reward for that, you know? So thank you, Eva. Those are really terrific ideas. Yeah, you were going to say something?
Yeah, he has a talking behavior right there. I mean, he comes up and hugs you and
Right.
say, "Hey, Larry, can you give me some attention here?" And from what it looks like, that's also silent behavior. So
Yeah.
I would just, I mean, I see no reason why not to reinforce that,
Okay.
because it's in line with what you want. And
Right.
if you want him to, oh, could you wait over at the platform for a minute? Just
Yeah.
pay that more.
Yeah. 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 Good job, little buddy. Okay. Come up one more time. And then we'll put you over on the other platform and see how you do with this throughout the show. Atta boy. Good job, buddy. Okay. Now come on over here. Come. There he is. So he's on the platform over there. And how
Oh,
about
nice.
a little sit? Good boy, Spider. Okay, I'm giving him a treat. He likes that. And rewarding him. And every once in a while, I could reach over. I'm petting his head right now. You know?
Perfect.
Okay. All right. Thank
And
you.
can I add another thing that will be reinforcing for him when he's on the platform?
Yes.
A recall off the platform. So
bring him back over here and give me a hug. Great idea. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Spider, come on. Let's give us a hug. Good boy. Thank you. Oh, Eva, thank you so much. Okay, Spider, let's go to the platform. Oh my gosh, you just hopped across, little buddy. Very good boy. All right. So throughout the show, please remind me, hey, you haven't recalled Spider in a little while. Let's do that again. Yeah.
I will try to do that.
Thank you. Wow, this is, oh, he's giving me a paw right now.
Aw,
You
you
okay?
good Spider.
Come on, let's have a paw. There we go. Very good boy. Good job, little buddy. Yeah. All right. Fantastic. All right. So I would love to move on to a related subject. And those are the things that you did talk about when we were at the conference in Mexico City. And could you share with the audience what that's about? Wait there, Spider. Okay, come.
Well, we were talking about a few different things. One of them that is hyper relevant for me in the setting that I am in right now is using our behavioral knowledge and how to set learners up for success with humans.
Yeah. How to set
So,
learners up for success with humans. So Spider is a learner and I'm sometimes a human.
So, yeah. So, for example, setting you up for success, how can we make it easy for Larry the human to reinforce good behavior in Spider here? Or for me, how can I increase the likelihood that I drink enough water now that I'm in a pretty warm climate?
Yes.
So
Yeah, that makes
setting ourselves up for success.
right. Yeah. Good boy. So setting us up for success. Say more or do.
So I'm currently at Teresa McKeon's ranch.
Oh yes, tell the folks about that because she is an amazing, really pretty legendary trainer. Yeah.
Yes. I met her a bit more than 15 years ago in the early beginnings of Tag Teach. So Teresa is a co-founder of Tag Teach International.
Yeah.
And for me, Teresa was somebody who brought my thinking from I'm good at breaking things down and making it easy and use positive reinforcement with animals.
Yes.
But how about the human learners? I want to be as good with the human learners as I am with animals.
Yes.
So Teresa had then developed this technique called Tag Teach of just like we do with the dogs. Break it down, make it easy, make sure that the learner doesn't have to worry or be afraid or get scolded or get punished during the process. Just set it up for success all the way through.
I like that. I like that because right now with Spider, I am so tempted to tell him off, go away, let me do the show. And I am resisting all of those impulses, Eva, to have him stay with me. And I noticed that right now, look what's going on. He's starting to a little bit, and now I can call him back up again.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm starting to learn. I'm starting to learn, my friend. Yeah. Great. Yeah. So you know, little by little. You want to give us a hug? Boy. So
Perfect.
thank you. Do you want to tell the folks how you came to wind up on Teresa McKeon's farm?
Well, yes. So I was supposed to be in Sweden at this time, but
Right.
after I saw you in Mexico, I stayed for a week with Darwin in Mexico, had an amazing time. And then I went to Clicker Expo in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah, in Louisville, Kentucky. And that's another big national conference. And, you know, Eva does speak all over the world. And so this was to have been a really, really big opportunity. Yeah. But instead, no conference.
Instead, no conference. I'm just observing that Spider is now settling down behind you, if you want to reinforce that.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Really appreciate it.
So the conference was canceled due to the escalating corona situation.
Right.
And the situation back in Europe was at that point really escalating. So I was supposed to stay for another week. So Teresa said, hey, why not come visit at my place?
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, absolutely. Chirag Patel, amazing training from the UK,
right.
was in sort of the same situation. So the two of us did a little road trip and ended up at Teresa's place here. And we then sort of just stayed. So we've been here now for a month.
So the three of you at Teresa McKeon's place, you and Chirag Patel, all species training expert, and Eva Bertilsson. So these are like big trainers from all over the world are together at Teresa McKeon's ranch.
Yeah,
it's in quarantine.
The farm is marvelous. This is what I get to do on a daily basis. Wow. Tend to the horses, do some lawn mowing, play with animals, hang out with fantastic people. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. Well, one of the videos that we're gonna show now is Eva training a giraffe. So
correct.
Watch this video right now. So that's how you begin to train a giraffe, huh? So that was all about helping the giraffe get ready to take the eye drops. So you did that for a reason. Yeah.
Yeah. This is at a zoo in Norway where I was spending some time. I had spent some time a few months before doing startup training with this group of giraffes. And then I was called back because there was an eye injury. So we urgently needed to get eye medication to this giraffe. And it's really dangerous to sedate a giraffe. You don't want to do that. Right. So if we can do that voluntarily, that can save the giraffe's life compared to if we need to sedate him.
Yes.
So fortunately, we had some training foundation to build on. He had the behavior of coming over. He had the behavior of targeting. He had the behavior of staying there with me for some time. So we could quickly move on to me moving my hands around his eyes and managing to give the eye drop. I would have preferred to do even more foundation training with him. You could see that he startled from the eye drop.
Right.
And that was because I couldn't yet touch his eye and put it in properly. And I was only there for 3 days at that point. So it was a little bit of quick and dirty still. But you could see, since we had the good foundation from before, he recovered really quickly from that one eye drop, and we could move on easier steps with the training again.
Yes. It's so wonderful to know that these principles of positive behavior shaping can be done with most animals. There on Teresa's farm, you're having the opportunity to work with other animals too, I understand.
Yes, that's correct. We have a couple of horses, dog, cat, since Easter, we also have a few chicken, and we have an absolutely adorable pig.
Could we meet the pig?
You can meet the pig.
All
Let
right.
me see if our pig wants to spend some time with us.
All right. I love how you say that it's about the pig is a choice. And I know that you really believe that, Eva.
Well, that's that's why I like hanging out with animals to begin with. It's the communication aspect, and it's do you want to hang out with me? Can we do fun things together? Can I help setting up? If animals are in my care, can I set up for a good living environment for them?
Yeah. Any ideas while you're walking over to see how to pig what I can do now with Spider? Because I've been in here.
I would say as soon as, because there are a lot of gaps in the barking. So as soon as you get a gap in the barking, I would just reinforce that, because it's just a matter of this behavior of barking that has a solid history.
Yeah.
So it's difficult for Spider to learn a new thing while you are paying attention to me talking on the show.
Yeah, that's not easy. Good boy. Hey, Spider. And let's
head over to Kanye.
Yeah. We're going to go meet a pig. This is so cool. Oh, hello. Hello, little guy. That's so little. Wow. Hello there.
Hi, do you want to come be in the show?
Yeah. Fantastic.
You want to come join?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hi, little pig.
So one of the behaviors we've been playing with is a target.
Oh, I recognize that as a target stick. And he learns to touch that, and he learns to touch that with his nose, with his snout.
Exactly.
Yeah. We've taught target touching with a paw, with an object. And so this is great. The first time that we're learning target touching on dog HUGS, it's with a nose, it's with a pig.
Aha.
How long have you been working with Kanye on this new behavior?
Well, we started that. Finish. We started that a couple of weeks ago, and then we've been doing maybe one training session a day, or maybe every other day or so. So together with Shirag and Therese, have also been working a lot with hoof trim behaviors and other behaviors with him.
Oh, that is fantastic. So is Shirag still there?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So you've got 3 masters of dog training of the world all quarantined together on Teresa McKeon's farm. That's fantastic. Yeah. Yeah. Is there more that we wanted to say about making this fun and turning, necessity into fun and games?
Well, I think so. I think the session with Kanye right now might have been a good example of another aspect that I talked about at the Zika as well, in how to set up a training session so that it becomes enjoyable for the learner throughout.
Yes.
So since I knew that I was talking to you as well.
Yeah, you really integrated that just beautifully. Yeah.
So I had prepared so that it was easy for me to leave Kanye without him being disappointed about it.
And you did that before we got together on this broadcast.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So
short training sessions, knowing that
I had extra treats for him. I had set it up so that I knew he was outside here where there's grass for him to find, so he can sort of go off and do his own thing.
Excellent.
So after we did a couple of target behaviors for you, I just spread out more treats for him.
Yep.
Took my camera and moved away, so that there's no confusion for him, so that he didn't go, hey, should I get more treats?
Right.
And then maybe I was out of them, or I was talking to you. So he's currently off. I can't even see him anymore because he ate the rest of his treats, and now he's off grazing again.
Well, yeah, that's great. Eva, I know that your brand is called Carpe Momentum. Seize the momentum.
Yes.
That's great. That's a great brand. Yeah, terrific.
I've been working in Carpe Momentum for together with Emily, my colleague back in Sweden, for over 20 years now. We started Carpe Momentum. We had our 20 years anniversary last year. So yeah, it's been happening for a while.
Yes, that is fantastic. I know also you do some work with shelter animals, Eva, and that there's one shelter in particular that you'd like to give a shout out to today.
Yes. Oh, there are places and people and animals that I do miss at home, and the shelter in Gothenburg, Göteborgs Djurskyddsförening, is definitely one of them. They are doing just a fabulous work with building trust and communication, and eliminating fear and anxiety, and really building comfortable animals in their care, working a lot with husbandry behaviors, and just excellent in setting all their animals up for a good life ahead.
Oh, that is wonderful. And so from some distance away, are you still able to keep in touch with them?
Well, a little bit, especially, I mean, mostly I keep in touch by watching amazing videos of their Facebook page and going, yay, you're doing a good job.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and we have a video now to show you. Is that right?
Oh, yes. Let's show the bunny video.
Okay.
It's one of the many videos from their Facebook page.
Yes. All right. We'll take a look at this.
Yes. So what you see is they're working with this little bunny, being comfortable with sitting on a table, with touching, and working with nail trim behavior while eating. And they're really paying attention to the body language and to the level of comfort or ease in this rabbit, not doing more than what the little bunny is actually comfortable with.
Right. Oh, it's so key. I love how you do that, Eva. Yeah. And speaking of which, you have another great video showing acclimating a dog to getting the dog's nails trimmed.
Yes, so the dog video, that's my border collie Tisla. Unfortunately, I lost her just before I met you, just before I went to Mexico. But this is one of many favorite moments with her, just playing with husbandry type behaviors. We're outdoors. We're doing a little bit of, can I touch your feet? Can I look into your eyes? We're mixing in treats, mixing in play, mixing in one of her favorite activities, which is going for a bath.
Wow. That is great. And that water looks a little cold there.
It's Sweden for you.
Wonderful. Well, Eva Bertilsson, it is really great to see you again, my friend. And
you too.
Yeah, thank you so much for all that you do in the world to connect us with animals and to connect animals with us.
The very same, Larry. It's just amazing to watch your show and see the impact that you're having.
Thank you, my friend. as you know, on this show, we love to give gratitude and blessings. Is there somebody who's coming to mind today for you?
Well, oh yes, there are so many, but my choice of a blessing to broadcast here today would be for everybody who's out there working with animals, taking care of animals, in difficult times and in often also financially difficult times. We know there are so many people volunteering their time and their effort and being out there. It might be in shelters, it might be in other animal care facilities. So there are a lot of people really bringing themselves, like taking everything of themselves to care for their own animals and other animals. So my gratitude today goes to all of you.
Oh,
Thank you for
beautiful.
the wonderful work that you're doing.
Yeah, beautiful. I would echo that. Well, my special blessing today is for the man who introduced us and so many other great trainers from around the world, Darwin Angulo. Is that how I say his last name?
Aguelo.
Yeah, thank you. And Sika, I will
Yeah.
post a website to Darwin's, post a link to Darwin's website, Sika Darwin. Okay. And that's who my blessing goes out today.
I'm just gonna hang in with you on that one. I'm so happy that we got to do the Sika conference, that I got to meet you and all the amazing people there, and just Darwin is creating some ripples in the world for sure.
Well said, my friend. All right, well, thank you. We've begun to really get Spider's behavior to where I like it. Thank you again, Eva. Thank you guys for watching and commenting today. We really love making you guys part of this show. All right, take care. Big hug from Spider.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks, Larry. Thanks,
Yeah.
Spider. Thank you,
Yeah.
everyone watching and listening.